Yeah. You don't want nothing. Check 4. Check. Check. Hey, watch him.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Back. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check. Fresno.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam. Get him on. West. Tight dog. Check 37. Check 3.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Right there.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's checking. Crack. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Go. 49. Check 49. Chef.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, D.
We're scoreless after 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Switch. Check.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen to Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 25, check 25. Quick dash. Come.
Jackson now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Check 13.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Check. Slam. Check 12, go. Check 50. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 5. Check. Mike 55. Go. Right there in the middle. 55. Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this? Kill. No.
To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Go. Check, 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 check. Say. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 36. Rush in. Rush in. Check.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
54 miles.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. He completes it to Henry. call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm here all day.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
54 mark. Check, watch 54.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Touchdown, Titans! It's a kickoff return of 94 yards, and the Titans have taken the lead. Ryan Succopon for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Titans 10, Ravens 7. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Baltimore. Just down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Show it. Hayward. Bang. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
54 Mike. You want this? Hey, check 24. Check 24. One.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Single receiver. Alert 3. Three.
Now on second and 13. Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long.
Mike 54.
From the gun, Mariota flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
54. It's been a long game for you. 54. Mike 54. Hell time. 54. Here we go. Right there. 54.
Now Mariota on fourth down. And Walker has it. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check your hot read. Mike 54.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
A first down carry for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his fourth carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Roberts got it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line. Check. 55's the mic. Check it. 55's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's box. Right. Kill. Turn up. Check safety. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota, they set up the screen for Henry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield and punching the end zone without turning it over.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check four. Check. Check. Come on. Take off. Mike 54. I got you. Ready? Take off.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That one complete to Hill. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's how we do it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch it. Shit. Hey.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards.